So as soon as I got this bad boy, I literally started ripping everything apart immediately. And also diagnosing all the issues because this bad boy had many. First thing I wanted to do is diagnose all the leaks. The main one being the power storing fluid leak, which left a huge puddle on the ground. So I immediately got to work getting all the components out the way, most importantly the pulley and the fan. I'm being honest, the components literally took so much elbow grease due to them being so old. So I had to pop a Celsius to get the job done. And of course, give me that much needed energy. And once I got all that done, I still had a bunch of obstacles to tackle, whether that was paint, electrical, or many other things. I had my hands full. Now, I do want to emphasize that this guy had no idea what he was doing. I lost a lot of clips due to corruption, but I literally had to rebuild its whole truck. There was so many issues. It was straight ridiculous. And I truly mean it was nothing but pain. Lights were blown due to over voltage. 90% of the seals were bad. It was a whole hot mess. This truck was literally nothing but time and money. So of course next I fixed the oil leaks, as well as replaced the oil because it was black as char. And also these lights were a hot mess. I made sure to get these things out. Now with everything put back together, it was time to take this bad boy for its first run. Oh yeah, listen to that custom boiler exhaust purr. Now the interior was in pretty good shape, so I decided to keep it. But as far as the color, I actually changed it 2 times. At first I was gonna go back original, but then I decided on a John Deere green, aka Blood Deere. I truly put blood, sweat, and a bag into this project. So if you guys got any ideas for more stuff for me to do or more vehicles for me to fix up and do the same thing too, leave in the comments and I'll be more than happy to take a look at it. How to change your lights on the 2005 Ford Explorer. First thing you want to do is grab a number 7 bit and take off this screw. Then what you want to do is pull it out. You should be able to come from the back and it comes straight out. But also be sure before you pull it out and take the clip out. What you're going to do is grab it and twist it counterclockwise. And this will make a click noise. Since you're replacing it, it's a good idea to also change the bulb. So once you grab your new one, all you want to do is line up and put it in clockwise. So once you do that, all you want to do is line up, push it straight back in. Then what you want to do is grab your drill it back in neatly. You're all set. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to properly jumpstart your vehicle safely. In this case, my grandmother left her vehicle sitting for ages, so the battery, of course, went dead, as you can see. As we turn the ignition, you can see we have no juice. First thing we want to do is pop the hood. Also, of course, be sure to pop the hood on the vehicle that you use for the jump start. Also, be sure to grab yourself some jumper cables. For safety reasons, don't allow them to touch. Properly connect the negative and the positive. It's a great idea to connect them like so until you're finished. Connect them properly for your safety. Don't do this. Properly connect the terminals, crank the vehicle, and give it some juice. As you can see, that worked, and the opposite vehicle now has power. The dashboard is properly lit. The first thing you want to do is make sure that you push the emergency brake down. After your emergency brake is down, be sure to shock your wheels. Then we're going to properly align our vehicle and jack it up. Be sure it's properly aligned with your frame. Crank it. Safely take off your wheel lug. Grab a size 13 and take one bolt off the back of the calipers, preferably the bottom one. This will allow you to have access to the brake pads without taking the whole caliper off. As you can see, we're able to lift it without risking the line. Take your old brake pads off and observe them. Be sure to use a press before installing your new brake pads. It's important. If you don't evenly press these, you won't be able to close the calipers. And just like that, you're all set. Be sure to pump your brakes until they're hard before starting your vehicle. Hey guys, today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to change your oil. But before anything, you know I need my daily dose of Connecticut to keep me energized and focused. And remember, for a limited time you can use code LeGlance for 30% off. First thing you want to do is make sure you have the proper oil and filter. And In my case, I need 6 quarts. For you, it's going to vary depending on your vehicle. Now, depending on your vehicle, you might need a jack, but in my case, I have a lift, so that's not necessary. Next, you want to slice the oil pan up under your vehicle. Then you want to grab your recommended wrench. For me, it's going to be a size 16. What you're going to do next is find your vehicle's oil pan, which is usually located by transmission, and rotate that bolt counterclockwise. Next, it's time to take off your oil filter. I recommend a monkey wrench or either an oil filter wrench. Once you pop that bad boy on now, before you get to work, you want to slice the oil pan up on there because it will leak. Next, before installing your new filter, you want to be sure to lubricate it with some of that new oil. And don't be afraid to get it up in every single nick and cranny. I cannot stress this enough. Hand tighten it. And from that point on, everything else is simple. Fill her up. And most importantly, check for leaks before and after cranking your vehicle. Next, you want to crank that bad boy up and let everything cycle through. Alright, today I'm going to teach you guys how to perform maintenance on your lawnmower, starting with the oil change as well as the spark plugs. But before we do anything, we're going to grab ourselves an ice cold kinetic to keep us energized. Now, before you drain this bad boy, make sure all the gas is out. And I did that beforehand, so mine is going to be empty. Now, what you want to do is go to the side of your mower and locate your oil cap. And you want to just unscrew that bad boy. Next, what you want to do is grab yourself your oil pan, and you want to just grab your mower, tilt it on your side, and let the oil fall straight in. Now, in my situation, my lawnmower uses 44 liters, so that's going to be about 14 fluid ounces, which is going to be right here. And then you want to go and just slap that cap back on. The spark plug is going to be easy to change. All you want to do is take your old one out like we did before, and it's literally going to be the same as changing your spark plugs in your vehicle. You can easily get these at your local supply store. Then we're going to give it a love tap. Then you should be all set. Now, once you crank it up for the first time, it's going to idle kind of weird, but you should be all good. Alrighty, first thing you want to do is remove your cover. Then you should be able to locate all 4 of your core pads on your driver's side. Now for these, you can use either a 7 or a 5/8. So once you get it loose enough with the ratchet, you just want to go slowly so you just don't lose the bolt. Be sure to remove your plug to your core pad so you don't have any issues. Alright, then next what you want to do is just grab your 14mm and slap it on your extension. Then you just want to grab that bad boy. And yeah, as you can see, the previous owner was not honest about the spark plugs. These were definitely not new. But of course, I had to take a break to grab some energy. This bad boy keeps me energized and focused on days when I need it most. Be sure to use code LEGANT for a discount today. Now for jobs like this, you're going to want to use OEM spark plugs. This will run you about 80 bucks. Also, be sure your spark plugs are gapped to the manufacturer's recommendations. Also, if I'm being honest, I should have smacked this guy's teeth inside out because he wasn't honest at all when it came to this truck. Next, you're going to want to install and torque them to spec. And once that's done, you just want to do that for the rest of them, and you should be all done. Most importantly, just make sure you reattach everything and make sure everything's sturdy, and make sure you hear those clicks. And most importantly, like the video.